I'm here today with music industry game changer Sean Parker. Sean, welcome to Mobile World Live. Sean, you're now famous for helping make Facebook a phenomenal success, and you're on the board of Spotify. Looking back to the early days of Napster, what would you have done differently with the benefit of hindsight?
Well, that's a tough question because Sean Fanning and I, when we started the company, it was our first real company. So it was a crash course in corporate finance and intellectual property law and building an organization and building scalable technology. We're solving novel technology problems and novel sort of cultural problems that have never been addressed before. So it's almost impossible to answer the question, what would we have done in the benefit of hindsight? Because we were sort of breaking open all of these new, breaking open all this new territory for the very first time. So no one in the world really understood how these things were going to play out or what was going to happen, let alone us.
With your role at Spotify, what really excites you now, Sean, about the future of digital music?
Spotify and social discovery of music is the single most exciting thing happening in the music industry. I think we have the potential for the first time in quite a long time to get away from the traditional gatekeepers. The gatekeepers to culture who determined what you got to listen to and what you didn't get to listen to and what you heard on the radio. We're now, for the very first time, in a frictionless world where all the best music can rise to the top in a world that's truly frictionless. Quality becomes hyper efficient, and that's an incredibly exciting possibility because it ultimately means that if we're able to realize our vision, it could lead to a golden age of music where all of the best music is getting consumed and heard, and people are getting to discover all sorts of new music that they wouldn't have otherwise gotten to discover. I think we've already started to see this incredible explosion of interest in music that didn't exist 5 years ago.
So what impact can mobile technology have on the future growth of digital music?
Well, mobile is absolutely integral, essential to the development of monetization models. What consumers are ultimately willing to pay for is portability and access and convenience. So they'll build their collection on the desktop, but their monetization occurs when they want to take the music with them on the road. And that's primarily going to happen through mobile handsets, through smartphones. So when you want to take your music collection with you to the gym or listen in the car, that's going to happen via mobile services and mobile operator-driven services, and ultimately that's sort of the pivot upon which monetization happens.
What message would you give to the mobile operator industry to help them fulfill that potential?
I would say they need to understand that it's not just about the music consumption platform can't just be the mobile device. It has to also be the desktop application, because that's where the user manages their music and creates their library and builds playlists. So it's important that the mobile operators and the handset makers learn to work with desktop client applications and music library management services like iTunes and Spotify. That's where the integration point happens. It's very hard to build your music collection on a mobile device, but the mobile device is one of the primary places where you want to consume your music collection.
Sean, thanks for joining us today on Mobile World Live.